2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a fantastic look at the sky. And
hey, Kevin, with this
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, an underrated athlete, if you ask me. Green has the leaping ability to do damage inside.
Now Holiday. Can't get it to fall. Middleton against Harris. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the rejection by Giannis. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Outside, Simmons. Teardrop shot. Milwaukee with the rebound.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Holiday finds Giannis. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Milton. Lopez with the steal. Giannis left side. Back to Middleton. Trying to get open as Lopez. Middleton can't get it to go. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid. I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's... Oh, look at him play!
The Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Now, here's Milton. The pass to Harris. On the wing, Green. Milton with it. Simmons on the wing. Over onto Kumbo. Simmons' shot is good.
Can't afford to lose Simmons in the screen and roll. When you do, he torches you for that mistake.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here's Curry. And Howard with the stuff.
Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here's Curry, and he drops it in from the low post.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Outside T. Here's the floater. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Here's Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep. Rebounded by Howard. Now, here's Maxey. D right on him. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Outside Teague. And we reach the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Let's take a quick. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Hill. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
6 on the shot clock. Giannis inside. Guarded by Simmons. The kick out to Holiday. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. His 3-pointers off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 4. Harris drives in. And the basket is good. Harris has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the 76ers. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Takes it down to Middleton. And the rejection by Embiid. And now the 76ers on the break. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fake.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid drives in over Middleton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Chris Middleton.
And we know Embiid can shoot the ball, which is why he fools defenders with the pump fake.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Teague in for Chris Middleton. Simmons against Giannis. And Simmons slams it in.
He puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Outside Teague. Back to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Embiid. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Harris outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Goes back up, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Lock at 6. Over to the wing. Takes the 13-footer. That one rolling around and rims out.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Green finds Embiid. In the corner, it's Harris. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. To the inside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Maxey, good, and Curry gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Passes it to Giannis. Giannis is double. And stolen by Thibault. They're running. And here we go. Finished off the break.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Teague deciding where to go with it. Forbes the pass to Giannis. Right side, Portis. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Forbes can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happened.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best, and Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it. And
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis with it. Holiday up top. Shot clock at 3.
The massive wingspan of Embiid. I mean, it really annoys scorers. I mean, he's effective at getting into the airspace of shooters.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. Fires for 3, and Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez. Middleton's got 5 now.
And this is what Middleton does, hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
And here is Milton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. He can't get that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Now Milton. Simmons on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And the 76ers with some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Tucker's checked in. Pass to Middleton. Shot from the top of the key. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Simmons. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Lopez outside. Middleton finds Holiday. Middleton left side. A step-back shot here. Here's Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You got to really hit Lopez when he's shooting. When you don't, he's capable of finishing.
The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Philadelphia leading by 15. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Thybulle on the wing. Outside, Scott. Now, here's Maxey. The shot's good. Maxey's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
From 10 feet out, And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Curry. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Top of the key, Holiday. Over Maxey. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Teague, the pass to Middleton. The baseline J off the mark. He doesn't hit that one. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Philadelphia ahead, leading. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Korkmaz is out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green, and it's Harris in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And all those hours in the weight room paying off right there for Teague. Nice finish through the contact.
Here's Hill. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Harris inside, guarded by Tucker. Bucks trail by 15. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Green. Curry comes in for Korkmaz, and Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Curry kicks to Simmons. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. And the rejection by Embiid. Out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 16. In the corner, Simmons with it. Back to Scott. Simmons on the wing. The pass to Thybulle. Here's Simmons. Thybulle on the wing. Milton in the corner. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 18. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Holiday. And he can't bank that one in. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Outside, Simmons. Back to Milton. Down low, here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all but over.
Simmons against Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it, opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Back to Simmons. Milton kicks to Simmons. For three, Harris. There's the triple. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
They grabbed their own miss. Outside for Simmons. Harris dishes to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside Howard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Outside Teague. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Milton with it. From deep three-point range. No good. Shot missing. So it's the 76ers winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's beautiful. A view of this. And with pregame.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at center. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now, here is Young. Makes it off the glass. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Young looking around. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Simmons against Young. Over Simmons. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Philadelphia. Now the pass to Harris. The dish to Embiid. They kick it out to Green. Simmons passes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
And Simmons drops them both. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got his second basket of the game.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Now here's Simmons. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Simmons on the wing. And Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll coverage. And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's Embiid after Clint Capella's bucket. Outside for Simmons. Here's Green. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And it's Gallinari missing.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Curry. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Curry, good. 1:31 left in the first quarter. And it's Williams with the ball for Atlanta. Out left to the wing. Herder pass.
Oh, wow! He went high.
That was nice.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Reddish in for DeAndre Hunter. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Herder passes to Gallinari. Back to Herder. Inside, the kick out to Williams. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Deflects the pass. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's stopped with the jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris has checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Maxey. Pass to Hill. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The agility from George Hill, knifing through the D and stretching out to finish the play.
It could go. The shot comes out, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers ahead. They lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. Then it's Reddish. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks trailing. Now, here is Young. Doesn't go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landing in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
The 76ers leading by 4. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Reddish. Tries it from 9. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Danny Green. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Young. To the paint. Now here's Embiid. Guarded closely.
Good D by Gallinari. Has a good combination of size and instincts. Can guard various positions for you.
Huerter passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. And Curry subbed in for Harris. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Williams, that's good.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
And Curry, here we go, to the middle. Here's Howard. It's deflected.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that one, good.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Now Curry. Looking to end the run. And he connects with the jumper. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Williams looking over the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Hawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
A player like Lou Williams is so valuable. He's an exceptional producer your team can rally around.
Here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Milton's shot is good.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Williams with the ball. 7 points in the game. Here's Gallinari. And again, it's Atlanta.
This is just reading the defense, finding the soft spot. Heady play by Gallinari.
And here's Maxey. Here's Howard. It's tipped. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Williams is running. Reddish's shot is good.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Maxey. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and a star in his role. Clint Capella makes impact with his defense and rebounding, doesn't he, Shaq? And that does it for our halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact. And did you see that?
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Young. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now here's Simmons. 15 points in the game. And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Young outside. Passes it to Hunter. Outside Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Hunter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 3.
I love how hard DeAndre plays, showing some heart on the offensive glass.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Collins kicks to Capella. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Shot left block. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now Thibault. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Curry attacking for the lead. Kicks it to Howard. 1:56 left to play in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
1:53 left in the third quarter. Here's Williams. He's got 7. Huerter passes to Williams. And Okongwu slams it in. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Maxey. Yep, it counts. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Gallinari finds Williams. And he makes good on the layup. And it's 9 points for Williams.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And here's Maxey. He's looking for Howard. Oh,
yes.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And good from Okongwu with a sweet move. Okongwu's now got his second bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Maxey. So both teams making some changes here. So he gets them both. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Young outside. Over Hill. Offline. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. 76ers lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Unloads. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Williams with the ball. He kicks it to Reddish. He hangs. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Harris inside. Gallinari covering. Here's Embiid. That shot off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. At the elbow, it's Reddish. It's stolen by Green. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Harris. And he gets it to go.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Gallinari dishes to Williams. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Now here's Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And an intentional foul right there. It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Young. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Curry with the bounce pass. Embiid against Bogdanovich. Tries it from 9. Good work defensively by Capella.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And they go to the intentional foul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Simmons.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Harris against Young. And it's blocked by Capella. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Collins, the shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Not afraid of the moment. Collins takes pride in making important shots.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got 13 points in the second half.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
Young inside. Simmons is there. That one good for 2.
Easy to see why they get it to Young here. Not afraid to take the big shots.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you need an important bucket, you try to get the ball into the hands of someone you can count on. Tobias is that type of scorer.
Young's shot is good.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Simmons passes to Curry. Harris looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Dwight Howard. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference. Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Young outside. Dishes it to Capella. And Embiid with the block. And he gets it back. The Hawks working the ball around. Young with no one around. Right between the eyes.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside, Simmons. It falls!
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
15 seconds left in the fourth. Yes!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Now Simmons. It's off.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And that's it. A huge stop to win the game with the last second reach. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports D8.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here's KD. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Pass to Harris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Now here's Simmons. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
Down low. The kick out to Irving. Poke loose, and the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
It's Durant on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Thybulle, the pass to Simmons.
Are you kidding me? Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Harden. Nails the baby hook.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Embiid. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
It's Harden with the drive. Irving. And staying with the play, Irving.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here is Harris. In the corner, Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush. Getting to the bucket in no time.
Irving attacking, kicks it out to Harden. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Harden scanning the floor. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
He gets that one.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Now Simmons, he's got 8. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
It's the Nets now. 76ers getting the bucket. Elbow shot. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Outside Curry. Just 3 on the clock.
And Green's defense very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
They've got Korkmaz. Curry is out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the inside, it's stolen by Green and stolen by Howard. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Embiid, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Maxey comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for George Hill. Harden. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's Maxey. Passes to Howard. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And here we go, Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And slam dunk by Maxey.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area. Powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's covered closely. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And stolen by Simmons. And so they foul intentionally. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Harris looking it over. 1:49 left in the first half of the game. And the shot goes down.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to KD. From outside the arc. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And stolen by Thibault. Here we go, one-on-one. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Irving.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
And the pass to Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Tobias Harris. And the Nets also making a change. James Harden, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. But he gets it back. Irving passes to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. The kick out to Irving. 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Harden gets the bucket.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And the basket by Hill.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And Simmons slams it in.
It's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Harden against Simmons. KD finds Irving. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Durant.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
High post, Embiid. He's against Jordan. Embiid, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Maxey passes to Curry. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And Philadelphia calls time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Curry against Green. High, arcing shot. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Brown dishes to Green. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Maxey. Outside for Curry. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nets trail by 8. Dinwiddie outside. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Dinwiddie attacking. The kick out to Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Claxton. A second chance effort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Maxey. Curry with it. Shot clock at 5. That one's not going to go. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Curry with the steal. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Here's Harden. The shot is good off the backboard. Harden's got 12.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Simmons is out there with Green. Then it's George Hill, and it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Hill with it. Simmons inside. Guarded by Jordan. And Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Tobias Harris subbed in for George Hill.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Thybulle. He's covered by Irving. Harris outside. Simmons against KD. Simmons passes to Embiid and stolen by Jordan. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Oh, that's blocked.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
KD against Simmons. Inside, and Embiid throws it down.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
The three from Harden. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Outside, Simmons. Thibault kicks to Green. Here's Simmons, and then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Harris. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 20.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Harden's shot is good.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
Outside, Green. Kicks to Simmons. To the middle. And there it is for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Irving for 3. And that one is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Here's Howard. Outside, Simmons launches it. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Luwawu. The putback. It's hauled in by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
On its way from Irving for 2. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Simmons. Here's Thibault. Misses the 3. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the out. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picture. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Now here's Giannis. Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
So assured. Sometimes Portis prepares himself to shoot the ball as it's coming his way.
Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Bucket is good.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Holiday against Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Rebound, Milwaukee. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. over Giannis. Second chance shot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Embiid.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Holiday. And he banks in the layup.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
High post, Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how assured he is.
Giannis passes to Middleton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Teague. Pass to Nora. Teague feeling it out a bit. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Maxey. 1:46 left to play here in the first.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here is Forbes. 76ers getting the bucket. Back to Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Curry passes to Maxey. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Curry with it. Picked up by Portis and finished off by Scott.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Here's T. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Now, here's Maxey. Teague covering. Good. Nice job down low.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Curry. The shot's good from Forbes.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
76ers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Maxey passes to Curry. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that...
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Curry is out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. Here's Lopez, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Lopez with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Here's Giannis. They get the rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Simmons. At the top of the key, Embiid. Shoots over Portis. Here's Simmons. He kicks it to Embiid. Green dishes to Embiid. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The pass to Middleton. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Harris. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Holiday after Ben Simmons' bucket. Pass to Middleton from the arc. That one misses. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Milton with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Milton kicks to Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The drive by Simmons. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Hill's checked in.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Holiday looking for an opening. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Hill makes it off the glass. Hill's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the net.
Green against DiVincenzo. Kicks to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's good for 2.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here is Hill. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Nwora. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Teague, the pass to Portis. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Howard.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Thybulle. The kick out to Scott. Curry on the wing. Now, here's Maxey. Teague covering, and that one drops. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Teague. To the inside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And with all the stars on the 70... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Embiid. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Howard's checked in for Danny Green. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Middleton on the wing. A 3 ball. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Howard. Great D that time from Middleton.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And he's good on the second. Philadelphia leading by 4. Passes it to Simmons. Howard at the elbow. Harris outside. Up again, and Howard with the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Dwight Howard. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Hill passes to Harris. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And slam dunk by Harris.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Lopez. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Teague. And it's sent back by Howard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Chalk up 2 there. Maxey's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Teague with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Portis. Shot from 16. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Thibault. Back to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
To the paint. Here's Portis. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Hill, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Tucker. Back to Holiday. Giannis up top. Routed by Simmons. And Giannis throws it down.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Here's Milton. And there's the pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Brooke Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. And here is Antetokounmpo. Dishes it to Lopez. It's stolen by Milton. Harris drives in. And he comes up with the deuce. And the 76ers lead by 12.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Back to Antetokounmpo. No one near him. That misses off the backboard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Outside Holiday. Lopez right side. And it's Connaughton missing. Philadelphia leading by 14. Down low, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. Back to Simmons. Over Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The throw drops for DiVincenzo. Both shots good from the stripe. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Giannis passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Throws it down as the official call. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The feed to Middleton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Ben Simmons.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside, Simmons. Harris kicks to Thybulle. Simmons looking around. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. 43 seconds left in the game. The kick out to T. Oh, good on the triple. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Now Howard. Passes it to Embiid. The tray. And Lopez pulls it down. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And yes, it's good.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
Harris kicks to Simmons. So Philadelphia wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta...
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green. In at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Back to Young. Curry against Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Back to Simmons. And the rejection by Collins. And here we go. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Here's Simmons. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Collins in the post. Guarded by Harris. Shot by Collins, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And Embiid drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now, here is Young. Hunter, the pass to Collins. The 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Harris drives in. And slam dunk by Harris.
Beautiful handles by Tobias Harris. A tough cover off the dribble.
The Hawks trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Atlanta again missing.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Now, here is Young. Outside Bogdanovich. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Maxey. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the pass to Milton. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Williams comes in for Young. The Hawks trail by 6. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now here's Williams, down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Excellent D from Howard. Philadelphia leading by 6. Goes up on the high post. 76ers with the new shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Here's Snell. Passes it to Gallinari. Outside Williams. Jacks up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Lou Williams.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Now Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They swipe it. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the shooting guard position. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Okongwu. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Harris outside. High post, Howard. To the paint, shoots. Out to the right wing, fires the 3. And the 76ers get it back. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Count it, good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the 76ers. They've led by as much as 10. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. Hill's got his first points in this one.
Hill showing some deceptive strength in his wiry frame.
Pass to Okongwu. He kicks to Reddish. He feeds it to Okongwu. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And finished off by Scott.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Collins looking around. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The power and the tenacity that this kid shows. Collins not to be denied.
The Hawks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by Collins. Shots good by Simmons.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic LU jam.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
144. Whoa, hammering it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Embiid.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside, Simmons. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. 1:06 left in the first half. Outside Collins. At the top of the key, Hunter. Kicks it to Capella. Over Embiid. Tries again. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
It's Curry with the drive. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to Herter. Curry with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Green kicks to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, here's Simmons. Drops in the layup for 2. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
And so that brings the first half to a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Ben Simmons in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Actually out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. That one goes in. Maxey's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. And here's Young. It's stolen by Green. And now the 76ers on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
Young passes to Collins. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Williams, here we go.
Crafty drive by Lou. That's a veteran play, drawing the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Simmons against Williams. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for Lou Williams. On defense, the Hawks. 11-point game. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Gallinari attacking. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D from Howard.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Gallinari attacking. Banked in off the glass.
And I like this. Don't settle for the jumper. Attack off the dribble. Use your skill to finish. Excellent play by Gallinari.
Curry with it. Howard kicks to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And the 76ers lead by 17. The pass to Okongwu. Here's Bogdanovich. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Reddish. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Yes, that goes in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Young looking it over. Passes to Herter. For the 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Milton. Can't hit from in close. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Howard with the steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pass to Herter. There's the dish to Capella. Over Howard. No good off the back of the rim. Milton the pass to Scott. And he uses the glass on the layup. Scott's got his second basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Williams at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Milton. He's tightly guarded. Outside Green. Bounce pass for Milton. Howard, the pass to Milton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Hill against Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Worked that one inside nicely.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Howard finds Hill. Here's Herter. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Thibault. Back to Milton. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. Out in his own on the break. And he commits the intentional foul. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for George Hill. And that one's good. Hunter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The pass to Simmons. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Collins leading the break.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
Outside Curry. Up top Embiid. Back to Curry. Simmons against Bogdanovic. 5 to shoot. And Capella sends it back. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovic. And stolen by Simmons. Back to Curry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the 76ers lead by 14.
I see him.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Young. And the shot goes in.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they're not into this game, they have to get some stops.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Offensively, DeAndre Hunter is very versatile. He can play a number of roles for you.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Embiid. The 3. Outside Curry. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Young drives in. And it's Capella missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Kicks it out to Collins. The 3-pointer off the mark. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And it's Green missing. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Here's Young. Green with the block.
Good shot blocking for his size. Danny showing great timing right there.
So it's Philadelphia. The energy is mounting up. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on our look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Now here's Simmons. Harris kicks to Thybulle. Now here's Simmons. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, And both these teams rely on low post offense, Doris, in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
Here's Simmons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Green, the pass to Simmons. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We're about 1 minute into the first. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Outside for Durant. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Don't you love how decisive Kevin Durant is on the offensive end? He doesn't think twice before he lifts from long range.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Green with the ball. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's Irving missing. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 3-point game.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Second free throw, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside, Green. And KD the bucket on the assist by Green. KD's got 7 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now here's Irving. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Green. And he makes that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Simmons. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
But can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Here's Harden, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and that was worth the price of admission.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
Harden kicks to Irving. No good with the triple.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
KD dishes to Jordan. Over Green, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Dinwiddie drives in. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. And that one's good, Maxey.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Now, Dinwiddie. Great tee that time from Curry.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Brooklyn ahead, up 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
They grab their own miss. Howard kicks to Milton. 76ers moving the ball around. Maxey passes to Milton. Shot clock at 5. Over Harris. They get it back. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Yep, that one goes. Milton's got his first basket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. And now the 76ers on the break. And it's slammed in by Howard.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Irving kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And here's Maxey. Pass to Howard. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Now the pass to Maxey. Here's Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Green finds Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Dinwiddie against Hill. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Hill with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
The offensive rebound out to Harris. Launches a three. The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
That one drops for him. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
For three, Harris. Harris missing again.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
In the corner, Simmons with it. 3 seconds left, and that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 is the quarter. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. They showed tremendous effort, and that's going to do it for.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. And here's Harden for 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Durant wide open, he fires. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Embiid. He gets it in there. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Danny Green.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Simmons. 14 points for him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because
you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Simmons, and then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Harden the pass to Irving. Over Thibault. No good from Irving.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Brooklyn with the ball. Brooklyn leading by 6.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz checked in for Tobias Harris. Curry comes in for Dwight Howard. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
1:43 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Curry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Off target on the 15-footer.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Dinwiddie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Maxey.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
A nice shot by Howard.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
Nets leading by 12. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. Kept alive from deep. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires the three. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Hilton the pass to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Green. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5. The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And the basket by Hill.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
Pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 11.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail by 9. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Hill.
How about the tenaciousness on that play from Harris? That's the brand of toughness they want from him every night.
Irving for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Hill deciding where to go with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Durant kicks to Harris. Good on the triple. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
On the wing, Green. Second shot opportunity, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Outside Irving, and an intentional foul right there. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. A 3 off the inbound, and it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. And the Nets lead by 14.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
And KD is right there. KD's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
That's good from Simmons. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. And Simmons drops them both. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Dinwiddie with it, outguarded by Simmons. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
A 3 from Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets leading by 14. Durant dishes to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Green with the block. They get it back. Thibault kicks to Simmons. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Pass to Embiid. Now Thibault, guarded by Jordan. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
The three-pointer is right on target.
And that's not Simmons' specialty, but he's confident in his game and definitely expanding his skill set.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie. Simmons left side. A three ball. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
Thank you.